Welcome everyone. This is basically assertion reason based type of questions. Obviously two statements are given. One is labeled as assertion and another one is labeled as a reason. And I have denoted both of these in short capital A and capital R. Four options are given. Both A and R are true. That means A is true, capital R is true, R is the correct explanation of the assertion. That means A and R are related. R is the correct explanation of the assertion. Both A and R are true. A is true and capital R is also true. But R is not the correct explanation of the assertion. That is no relation. Relation that R is the correct explanation of the assertion. It is not satisfied. No relation. It is not correct. A is the correct explanation of the assertion of the reason that may be. Okay, I am talking about that A is correct, R is also correct. A is the correct explanation of R. This option is not given here. This option is not given here. Next is A is true but R is false. A is true. That means A is true but R is false. A is false, R is also false. Okay, so obviously here no one thing is not given, that is the assertion is false but the reason is true. This option is also not given. So in all of these cases, obviously read about what the codes A, B, C, D are given in different questions. It may be the different codes are given. So what is the first question? What is the first question in this question? First statement: in an interference pattern observed in the Young's double slit experiment, if the separation d between the coherent sources as well as the distance capital D of the screen from the coherent sources both are reduced to 1/3, then the new fringe width remains the same. Reason is fringe width is proportional to small d divided by capital D. So let us try to understand what we have learned before. We have learned before that this one is the slit system. It is called the S1 and S2. And in this slit system, if the light waves that are coming out from this S1 and S2, they are considered to be in same phase. They are superposed on it and it is called the screen. The separation between the two slits, that is from here to here, we have considered this thing is 2D. The separation between the slit and the screen, it is noted as capital D. As the path difference between the waves coming out from S1 and S2 interfere with each other, in that particular case, we have obtained the fringes like this. Equispaced bright and dark fringes are obtained on the both sides of the central band. We know this very well, like this way. In that particular case, the width of the fringe width, which is basically denoted as beta, this is lambda capital D divided by 2D. Okay. Now in this particular question, it is said, in the assertion it is said, if the separation between the coherent sources as well as the distance capital D of the screen from the coherent sources both are reduced to 1/3. So here they have thought of that the distance between the slit and the screen is reduced to 1/3, that is d by 3. Separation between the two slits, that is 2d prime, we can say, that is also reduced to 1 by 3, that is 2d by 3. In that particular case, if you calculate what is the fringe width is something like that, lambda d prime divided by 2d prime, and it is quite obvious that if I put the values, then the numerator and the denominator of this fraction is reduced by the same amount. So in that particular case it remains the same. So if you decrease the separation between the slit and the screen, capital D, and the separation between the two slits in the same manner, the width of the fringes, that is the separation between the two dark fringes, which is called beta, and the separation between two consecutive bright fringes, which is also called beta, that will not change. So obviously the new fringe width remains same. It is a correct statement, that means the assertion is correct. Fringe width is proportional to small d by capital D. What is beta? Beta equal to lambda capital D divided by 2d. So obviously from here, if I want to find out what is beta, the beta is nothing but capital D by small d, not small d by capital D. So here the reason what is written, it is false. So assertion is true, the reason is false. Option C is the correct answer. Thank you all of you.